Hey there, this is Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about 5 signs that a woman is not into you. Okay, so now first of all, I know that a lot of women out there do play hard to get. They do have this thing where it's like, oh, well, you know, you got to make them work for it. Guys like the chase, right? And so they believe this, and so they might be into you, and they might try to like throw you off, right? So we're going to kind of keep that in mind when we're going through this list, because sometimes women might actually like you, but they also might try to make it seem like they don't. I know, women, right? What are you supposed to do? But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. So the first sign that a woman is not interested in you is that her text messages with you, or emails, or phone calls, or whatever, are very blunt and very terse. Okay, so if a woman actually likes you, either as a actual real friend or as a romantic interest, she's probably going to open up to you, and she's probably going to share a lot of her feelings and thoughts with you, right? Especially if she actually romantically likes you. You know, she wants to know who you are, and she wants you to know who she is, so the two of you can actually come together and grow and fall in love and all of that stuff. But if she actually doesn't like you, a lot of her messages are going to just be like really terse, really short, like yes, no, okay, good for you, you know, stuff like that, right? And that's because she doesn't really want to open up and let you see a whole lot of her, because she doesn't want to, you know, she doesn't want you to see maybe how cool she is and sort of like fall in love with her, because she doesn't want to fall in love with you. So if she has a lot of really terse and really short communication with you, then that's probably a sign that she doesn't really like you, okay? That's the first sign. The second sign is that she doesn't let you pay for her whenever the two of you are out, right? So maybe you go out to get drinks or something after work. Maybe you're meeting up for coffee. Maybe you're, I don't know, going to see a movie or something like that. And she doesn't let you pay for her. Now, there could be a number of reasons for this, but, you know, generally speaking, if a woman likes you on a romantic level, she's okay with you paying for her, especially because, you know, it's kind of how a lot of expectations work with men and women and dating and all that stuff. But if a woman doesn't let you pay for her, it could potentially mean, again, it's not exclusive, but it could potentially mean that she doesn't want there to be any sorts of like strings attached, like, you know, you paid for the movie ticket, therefore, you know, she owes you, I don't know, a kiss on the cheek or something at the end of the night, or I don't know, sex or something like that. I hope you don't think you owe a guy sex because he spent like $15 on a movie ticket. But anyway, you know, if there's any sort of this like strings attached kind of thing involved, you know, you might anticipate that she might be kind of a little bit avoidant of that, especially if she doesn't like you. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind. The third thing that she might do if she's not interested in you is that she will really go out of her way to not be alone with you, okay? And this kind of builds off that last thing, right? So maybe you're saying like, oh, hey, can I walk you to your car? Can I walk you home? Or something like that. Now, if she was like really into you, she'd be like, yeah, sure, that's great, you know, a nice gentleman walking me to my car, walking me home, you know, maybe we even go up for some coffee or something like that. It's never about the coffee, guys. Pro tip. It's never about the coffee. Anyway, you know, if she goes out of her way to avoid situations like that, she doesn't want to create an awkward situation where, you know, maybe you make a move on her or something like that, and she's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't like this guy. I'm not attracted to him, or something like that. So if she generally avoids those types of situations in general, like, you know, avoiding walking to the car together or something like that, or avoiding even just being alone together. You know, you say like, hey, you know, what's up? You want to get together for drinks? She says, oh, who else is going to be there? You know, that's a sign that like she's not really into you, because she's hoping that other people are going to be there so the two of you aren't alone together. So that's something to be on the lookout for. The fourth sign that a woman is not into you is that she might flake on you and then become, you know, not reinitiating things with you. She might flake on you and then not reinitiate things with you, okay? So, you know, if a woman flakes on you, don't read too much into it. There could be a number of reasons why. You don't have to worry about it. It could be a test. It could be, you know, she's just a little bit scatterbrained. It could be whatever, right? You don't have to overanalyze it. But if it becomes a long-term pattern, that's something to note. But you know, if it just happens once, don't overanalyze it, okay? Especially if she follows it up and says, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the thing you invited me to. How does next weekend sound, right? If she does that, it's like, okay, cool. She's totally into me. She made it up to me, right? But if she flakes on you and then she doesn't reinitiate, she doesn't say, hey, sorry about that, let's meet up later, but instead it's just like, oh, sorry, can't make it, and there's just nothing after that, then that could definitely be a sign that she doesn't want to meet up with you. She doesn't like you, right? Maybe in the moment there was some sort of chemistry and she said yes or something like that, but for whatever reason, maybe that's gone now, and she just doesn't like you anymore, okay? So that's something to be aware of, is when she flakes on you and then does not reinitiate things, okay? And the fifth sign that a woman might not be interested in you is if she is just sort of non-committal in general when it comes to you suggesting things to do with her, right? When it's like, oh, hey, you want to get together on Thursday for, I don't know, this thing. And she's like, well, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to check and get back to you or something like that. And you know, sure, sometimes she might not know what her schedule is, and maybe she really does have to check, and maybe she really is excited about it, and maybe she really does want to hang out with you, but she's not sure and she needs to check the thing, right? And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when it's like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, I'll have to see. I think I might have something planned, but you know, I'll check, okay? You know, you can kind of tell through like how she talks and how she speaks and how her response is, whether or not she's really excited about it and is really trying to make it work, or whether she's just, you know, trying to say no, but she's too afraid to say no for some reason, okay? So I hope this helped you out. If you want to learn more about how to actually meet, date, and attract the kinds of great, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous, sexy, awesome women that you want to date and have in your life, then please go ahead and check out our website, relationshipinnergame.com. You can go ahead and check it out down below. There should be a link, or just go up above and type in relationshipinnergame.com up in your browser, and go over to the website, and you can tell us a little bit about kind of where you're at in your life, what it is you're trying to do. Are you trying to get a relationship? Are you trying to date around? What's going on? And we can start sending you some tips, strategies, and advice to help you get there. Okay, so you can go ahead and find all of that over at relationshipinnergame.com. In the meantime, though, if you like what we're doing here, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, or go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And in the meantime, go down below and comment, leave a comment about what have been your experiences in the past with women not being interested in you, okay? You can go ahead and share some of your battle stories from the battlefield of love down below, and maybe women, you can spy on this and maybe learn a few things about how to let guys down maybe a little bit more gently. But in the meantime, this has been Clay, and I'll talk to you again in the next video. Take care.